Hello there. It's so good to be with you. So exciting. I hope you enjoyed happy hour. I'm Mia Grady, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to the Strong, Smart, and Bold virtual happy hour supporting Girls Inc. of Greater Houston. I hope that you are all as excited as I am for this evening celebration of the amazing women in our community and to support the incredible work of Girls Inc. of Greater Houston. This is always a special occasion, and this year we mark a big anniversary. That's right. For 25 years, Girls Inc. has been inspiring all girls to be strong, smart, and bold. Their approach to whole girl development equips girls in our community to navigate gender, economic, and social barriers and to grow up healthy, educated, and independent. I've personally been involved with this organization for several years now because their mission is close to my own heart. And I'm thrilled that you have set aside this time in your busy day to celebrate along with us. Our virtual event celebrates the great work of serving girls in the greater Houston community. We will meet girls whose lives have been transformed this evening, pay tribute to amazing women in our community, and enjoy a couple of surprise guests. Who doesn't love a good surprise? Now, to a few tips about how to navigate your way around our virtual happy hour. The video window where you are seeing me right now is our main stage. All of today's program will be broadcast here. To the right of this window is the chat feature where you will see helpful information and you can chat with our attendees. Below the video window is some additional information on our honorees. During the program, you'll see a pop-up on your screen reminding you to donate. After all, we cannot do this without your support. Also, check in with our thermometer to see an update on how we are tracking toward our goal of $300,000. We are already kicking off the afternoon with $251,475, all going toward our overall goal, thanks to donations made earlier. Thank you. Now, keep those donations coming. Well, now that the details and housekeeping are out of the way, I invite you to enjoy our program. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the president and CEO of Girls Inc. of Greater Houston, Triopia Cannon, and board chair Alex Calicia, as well as our steering committee chairs, Karina Moreno and Suzanne Ross.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of Girls Inc. of Greater Houston, I want to personally thank you for your show of support for Houston girls. I'm Alex Calicia, the 2021 Board Chair, and I am truly grateful for your participation today and your ongoing support and engagement to inspire all Houston girls to grow up to be strong, smart, and bold. The challenges facing girls today are complex, but they're not insurmountable. Gender bias, racism, disparity in socioeconomic status, sexual orientation, and gender identification are key areas that every girl must navigate in today's complex world. The message girls are exposed to every day, whether it be in the news, on social media, or even in their schools or peer groups, only add to the difficulty of ensuring every girl knows they have a right to be respected, self-reliant, healthy, safe, and challenged. By participating in today's Strong, Smart, and Bold Happy Hour, you are sending a clear message to Houstonians, and more importantly, all girls, that they can have confidence in themselves, feel safe in the world, and they can express themselves with originality and enthusiasm. So it's not lost on me that as board chair, I sit in a position of privilege as a white male, as well as an entitlement that's unearned. My goal is to leverage this privilege and entitlement to serve as an advocate for all Houston. So join me today by opening your wallets and lending your voice to serve as vigorous advocates for all girls. Enjoy today's program. Triopia and her team have an exciting and informative evening planned for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Welcome to Girls Inc. of Greater Houston's Strong, Smart, and Bold annual fundraising event. During this year's happy hour, we will recognize and celebrate 4 phenomenal women in the Greater Houston area who are making a difference in our communities and serve as a role model for our girls. We will celebrate and showcase some of the girls we serve. This year in September marks 25 years of Girls Inc. of Greater Houston serving the Greater Houston and Harris County girls. Our programs are offered year-round on an outreach basis in Houston, Aldine, Spring, and Spring Branch Independent School Districts. We also provide programming to Chinquapin Preparatory School and expanding to Alief Independent School District in the fall. Over the past 24 years, we have served over 25,000 girls, and so far this year, we've served 1,000 girls and growing. As you know, this year, like the closeout of last year, brought many challenges, but it also brought opportunities. Due to the pandemic, we transformed our program delivery to virtual, which resulted in us reaching more girls. We developed new programs to address learning loss. We also had new programs that focused on at-risk girls to include access to our licensed social worker and one-on-one mentoring. We hosted our first ever community panel discussion that had over 50 participants. We also hosted our first ever Be Bold Leaders Summit, which had over 200 participants. We enhanced our volunteer program. We increased our partnerships. I can go on and on. But instead of me telling you, why don't I show you?
I'm Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo. Whatever interests you, I invite you to stick with those dreams soon. You don't have to wait until you're much, much older to pursue the dreams of leadership that you have. Vice President Harris said, when she said in her debate, I'm speaking, don't let anybody silence you. Don't let anybody interrupt your path or interrupt your dreams.
Girls Inc. is a wonderful organization that instills leadership qualities in young girls so that they can confidently present themselves when striving for their goals. Whether it be for school, sports, internships, anything, they'll have the mindset to go about it while being strong, smart, and bold.
If you're passionate about something, anything, there's nothing that should stop you from doing it because you have the power inside of you to make it happen. We want you to know that when you stand up for yourself and say, I'm speaking, this is my time to shine, it means that you have the confidence in yourself to know that you deserve a seat at the table.
What you saw is only a snippet of what our dynamic team has done thus far to make a difference in the lives of the girls we serve. There is still so much more to be done. And with your donations today, it will help us continue our mission to inspire all girls to be strong, smart, and bold. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our event sponsor, Phillips 66, and our many other sponsors. Thank you to the awesome Girls Inc. of Greater Houston team, my incredibly supportive board of directors, the hard-working, strong, smart, and bold fundraising event committee. And most of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for your time today. Now, a word from our strong, smart, and bold co-chairs, Karina Marino and Suzanne Ross.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight at the 2021 Girls Inc. of Greater Houston Strong, Smart, and Bold Virtual Happy Hour. We hope that you have your cocktail or mocktail and are ready for a fabulous night supporting Girls Inc. Suzanne and I are so happy to be with you tonight.
And as much as we would like to be with you all in person, we learned last year that we could still host a successful virtual event to raise support and awareness for the Girls Inc. program and to celebrate these incredible girls.
We would also like to give a very special thanks to our amazing steering committee members. For the past 6 months, the steering committee has been working non-stop, and it is only through their hard work and dedication that we were able to find such incredible contributions before tonight's virtual happy hour.
We would also like to thank each of the sponsors for their generosity. The support from so many great organizations in the Houston area has been outstanding. This event will showcase just how impactful their donations are to the girls this organization serves.
But we're not done yet. we still need your help to meet our fundraising goal tonight. At any time during this program, you can donate by clicking on the link on the screen.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, ladies. I am so inspired to see this group of leaders. You all are making such a difference with your vision, support, and dedication to make life better for girls throughout our community. Girls in our community, by the way, have so much to offer. They are smart, talented, ambitious, and confident. These are just a few of the qualities Girls Inc. nurtures and all the programs offer. Now, I'm excited to introduce three exceptional ladies. I know you will enjoy hearing from all three. And if you want to learn more about them later, simply look below this video window for more information on our award recipients. I'm so pleased to introduce to you our first award recipient, Simi Jaggi. As a successful leader with grit, she has been recognized for years with accolades in a field typically dominated by men. Simi received the 2021 Girls Inc. of Greater Houston Business Leader Entrepreneur Award. This award is presented to women who have successfully initiated and managed their own business. Next, Canaria Williams shares her thoughts on what Girls Inc. has meant to her, both in learning and making new friends. And Nakia Bradley, the 2021 Civic Leader Award recipient, honoring women leaders in the community who have functioned as volunteers to improve the quality of life in our Houston community through business, government, public service, politics, and community action. You will love hearing her story about how she has taken lessons from so many areas of her life to build success and chart new territory as Houston's first woman of color in a leadership role in emergency management.
Thank you so much. I am honored and humbled to receive this award from Girls Inc. this evening. This is a really big deal to me. I have worked hard my entire life to accomplish my goals and give back to the community. So your recognition of me as a business leader and an entrepreneur means the world to me, and I am truly grateful. It's also a real honor and privilege for me to lend my support to the important work that Girls Inc. is doing in our community. When we encourage girls to be strong, smart, and bold, we are empowering them to do great things, to be the best that they can be without boundaries or limits, and to reach their full potential. And that is a big deal. Throughout my professional career, I have made it a priority to support women, whether through formal or informal mentorships, through women's business groups, or partnering on business deals. I have been intentional about helping raise women up, and I am convinced that women supporting other women is the key to shattering glass ceilings and to creating a better world for our children and future generations. When we support a girl or a young woman through mentoring, enrichment opportunities, or encouragement, we are not just helping to have a better life, we are setting a ripple effect in motion that will outlive us all. So I want to say thank you to Girls Inc., especially to Jeannie for nominating me, and all the support that we are doing to support women in our community. Thank you so much.
I like about Girls Inc. how they teach us STEM. They teach us STEM and more fun things about how we can do STEM and how we can make the world better. We did the solar oven, and I really like that because I like to bake and cook. I made plenty of friends even in the past camps I did. So the best part about Girls Inc. is how I just moved here about like almost a year ago, and I can meet new friends other than the friends that I meet at school.
It's no secret that women have faced many challenges within the workplace, from being underrepresented in positions of leadership to our demands for pay equity. We are constantly fighting to close the ever-present gender gap. Emergency management has evolved to gain an increasing number of women. As women, we are intuitive to care for, tend to, and fix problems, making us naturals for the field of emergency management. Like most who work in the field of emergency management, I stumbled upon it as a second career. As a classically trained financial analyst, people often wonder how I made the jump from budgets, fixed assets, and financial audits to supporting first responders during a hurricane. Shockingly, it isn't as much of a leap as perceived. Financial management is needed in every field, but consequently, I had to learn emergency management without any first responder or military experience. Many thanks to Nancy Susky and Randy Griffin for selecting me to be part of Georgetown's inaugural class for the Emergency and Disaster Management Master's Program. Their hybrid program not only gave me the book knowledge and theory, but also practical application through the eyes of pioneers like Claire Rubin during our field studies. This helped me ease into a new role as a grants management specialist with FEMA and adapt my career to emergency management. As we continue to watch women soar to uncharted heights like Vice President Harris and FEMA Administrator Criswell, I am humbled today as an honoree of Girls Inc. and the recognition of the importance of women in the field of emergency management. While I am the second woman to hold this position at the City of Houston, I am the first woman of color. Inspired by my grandmother, who worked as an engineer during a time few women worked, I learned early the importance of focus, determination, and passion in all aspects of life. As a lifetime honor student, I understand the value of education and the doors it can open. As a mother of a child adopted out of foster care at 13, I understand the value of unconditional love and the support of a village. As an emergency manager, I understand the value of dedication to a craft that impacts the lives of our residents. With this honor, I hope to empower other young women as my grandmother did for me, not with words, but with actions. I look forward to working with the Houston chapter of Girls Inc. and thank you for this prestigious honor.
Naria, and congratulations, Simi and Nakia. Amazing. Let's take a moment now and check in on our donation thermometer to get an update. We're now looking at 252,000. Absolutely amazing. Let's keep that thermometer going up like the Houston heat. Thank you to everyone who has already given. Keep them coming. As you know, every dollar makes a difference in the life of a Girls Inc. girl. We often think of the camps or the after-school programs, but there are other ways that your generous contributions matter. Breedlyn Holder has already identified at a young age how much the environment at Girls Inc. is about girl power and how special that is. On June 8th, Girls Inc. hosted a special event to congratulate this year's high school seniors and recognize the recipients of Girls Inc. of Greater Houston scholarships. Let's take a look at the highlights.
What I like about Girls Inc. is that I get to meet wonderful women, and I have a little sister, and I have a mom that works here, and about girl power. Girl power is important to me because I get to express myself and talk freely to other girls. I would highly recommend this program to a lot of girls because it brings lots of girls together and makes them strong, smart, and bold.
But I love you guys so much. I have never met a better group of women. Like, oh yeah, let's pass the cake. Like, you guys have brought me so much joy the past 4 years, and my life would not be the same without you. I cannot hesitate to say that you guys have saved my life.
I've been with Girls Inc. the past 3 years, the last 2 being chair. But I'm leaving to Carlton in Minnesota, and I'm so excited, and I'm like really happy right now. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much because it was very fun.
I just want to give a personal thanks to Girls Inc. because I've been in it since 9th grade, since I started attending Chungopin, and I was very shy back in 9th grade. I always talk about this, like 9th grade Natalie and everything. I've changed a lot since back then, and Girls Inc. was really the first place where I really felt like there really was a community of women where, you know, there were all of these just topics that you could talk about and that you could talk about them. So I'm very thankful for my time at Girls Inc. and I hope to continue just like bonding also with Girls Inc. even after, because there's all of these other things. But I am very thankful for Girls Inc. for being involved at Chungopin and for being a part of my journey as a person. So
thank you. Like Natalie, I want to give a big thank you to Girls Inc. I've been in Girls Inc. for 4 years since my first year at Chungopin, which was freshman year. And last year, my senior year, I was co-chair. So this Girls Inc. has been a huge part of my life. I've loved every minute of it, and I couldn't, like I said earlier, like all of you, I couldn't imagine my life without Girls Inc. Like, it just became a constant in my day-to-day at Chungopin, and it's changed me for the better. And Yeah. So, thank you.
Wasn't that awesome to see our high school seniors and hear what bright futures they have ahead? Well, now it's time to bring back my good friend and the CEO of Girls Inc. of Greater Houston, Triopia Cannon.
Thanks, Mia. You know, it has been an incredible year. We are so proud of our girls and what they have accomplished, but there's still so much more we have in store for them. But we need each and every last one of you to make it happen. Please invest in our girls today. Since joining the organization the end of 2019, we have tripled the number of girls we serve. To help us sustain and continue to expand, please donate today. Page 2 of the program book, you will see Mission Market Opportunities, which lists some directed donation opportunities, such as sponsor a girl for camp. It's a tech world. Make slime happen.
Yes.
Learn colorfully. You can also donate by getting Chromebooks for our girls, as well as donate to our high school graduation scholarship fund. There are so many ways for you to donate. In addition to the Mission Market ways, you can also donate by giving our girls headphones to be used during our virtual and online programming. You can donate to provide for expansion to our schools. We can offer programming to girls at no cost, as well as no cost possibly to the schools. Donate to assist with upgrading our program books, as well as materials to reflect our commitment to diversity and address racial and social inequities. We also have volunteer opportunities. Bottom line, your support is needed today and very much appreciated. So please help us reach our goal of 300,000. Please join us in supporting our mission to inspire all girls to be strong, smart, and bold.
Feeling empowered already, Triopia. Thank you so very much. That's right. It is so gratifying to see the direct impact that you can make by getting involved and giving of your time as a volunteer, an advocate, and a donor. There are so many ways to get involved. Let's take a look at our progress now. Wow, we have really jumped $260,000. We're not too far away from meeting our goal, but we need your help. Every dollar counts. We have more inspiration ahead. I'm thrilled to present more remarkable women. Dr. Susan Wooten, recipient of the Emerging Leader Award. This award is presented to women 40 and under who are working professionals or have successfully initiated and managed their own business and are striving to create a positive impact in the community. Dr. Wooten's insightful reflections on those in her life who have made an impact on her, from elementary school teachers to her own daughter, are very timely in noting how we are all so connected and supporting each other is essential to a healthy community. We'll hear about how much fun learning about STEM is and STEAM from current Girls Inc. participant Carmen Cortez. And our final honoree, Dr. Shrila Sharma, the Eileen Campbell Vanguard Award recipient. This award is presented to a woman who exemplifies the Girls Inc. mission by being strong, smart, and bold, and is an outstanding role model to girls and the community. Dr. Sharma has taken a leading role as an accessible voice in Houston, providing expert advice, data, and knowledge regarding COVID-19 via her professional endeavors, as well as via social media. At the same time, she is co-founder of Brighter Bites, a nonprofit bringing fresh produce to identified food deserts via school delivery. And a special treat on behalf of Girls Inc. and Triopia Cannon, we are so pleased to present Houston's 2020 Youth Poet Laureate, Madison Pettaway. Madison recently graduated from Westbury High School after being part of Houston's youth poetry team for a year, Metaphor Houston. She was chosen by Mayor Sylvester Turner to be Houston's 2020 Youth Poet Laureate. Other accomplishments include being a female narrator for the Holocaust Museum Houston's Be the Change audio tour and publication of her poem, To Be a Black Girl, in the New York Times. Let's take a look.
To the Girls Inc. leadership team, the event organizers, supporters listening today, and the broader community of Girls Inc., thank you. I am thrilled and honored to be with you today and to have received the 2021 Emerging Leader Award. Wow. This award and today's event are a much appreciated bright spot in a year that has been filled with so many hills and challenges. As a pediatrician, my goal for all patients is prevention. Prevention of infection by recommending vaccines, or prevention of heart disease by recommending healthy lifestyles. Similarly, the mission of Girls Inc. is also centered on prevention, broad, life-changing prevention, through long-lasting mentoring relationships, a pro-girl environment, and research-based programming. Your organization is helping all girls be superstars. I owe my career to the many mentoring relationships that have spanned decades, teachers, coaches, attendings, and family who stood by me during each step. From my 4th grade teacher, who helped me with my famous Persons Project, I dressed up as Clara Barton, founder of the U.S. Red Cross, whose last mission was the Galveston 1900 storm, to my 9th grade geometry teacher, who helped me every day after school, many times through tears, to understand this new dimensional language that was both beautiful and challenging. It was never a straight path, never always easy, and most importantly, never without failure. I just kept showing up, kept trying. For infectious disease doctors like me, this past year has been a roller coaster with breakthroughs happening at lightning speed. To think we've developed, licensed, and distributed millions of COVID-19 vaccines in just 1 year is astounding. It took 60 years to develop the polio vaccine. You are in the midst of seeing science, technology, medicine, and public health function at the highest level to respond to one of the greatest health challenges in our lifetimes. When I was getting ready to write this talk, I asked my 12-year-old daughter what it meant to be a good leader. She said, "It's not about being out front, it's about helping those behind you." As usual, kids know exactly what to say. When I think, for example, about the physician leaders whom I most admire, they are the ones who are kind, visionary, brilliant, and most importantly, humble. One physician never knows all the information. It's about working in teams, always learning, and putting patients and their families first. This award is an honor coming from you, the front lines of our community, the future. So to all of you strong, smart, and bold girls out there, thank you. Thank you for this award. Thank you for being you. Thank you for making our communities a more loving, healthy place.
What I love about Girls Inc. is that they make learning fun. When we're in camp, we get to do really fun STEM activities, and we get to meet real-life female entrepreneurs. My favorite thing about STEM is that we get to do art and we get to engineer. I made some new friends at Girls Inc., but I also got together with some already existing friends from my previous years at Girls Inc. I would recommend Girls Inc. to a whole wide range of girls because it teaches you to be great at STEAM and STEM while also learning about entrepreneurship and doing really fun activities.
Hello everyone. Let me start by humbly expressing my gratitude to Girls Inc. at being the recipient of the Eileen Campbell Vanguard Award. I was born a couple decades after Eileen and a few 10,000 miles away in India. I saw my family struggle through some unforeseen financial hardships that would have brought anyone to their knees in despair. But in that struggle, I also saw incredible strength, resilience, and the power of education and service from my mother. She always told me something which has now become part of my fabric. She said, "Don't follow money, follow your passion. And because you love it, you will work hard at it. And because you work hard at it, you will be good at it." That has become my primary driving force in life. And let me tell you, I did not find my passion right away, but I didn't know what I did enjoy. And at the time, I was a newlywed living in Houston, and my husband, who is also my biggest cheerleader, Vibhu Sharma, said, "Do what you love. Don't give up. You will find it." Well, what I did find at that time was good mentors along the way. And one of them gave me an opportunity in research and teaching. And I realized I had finally arrived home. I couldn't get enough of it. And I have spent the last 14 years at the University of Texas School of Public Health as a professor doing 3 things that I love: research, teaching, and service. And guess what? I get paid to do it. And I've also had the privilege of co-founding a nonprofit called Brighter Bites. Alongside my dear friend Lisa Huffman, the mission of Brighter Bites is to create communities of health through fresh food. And it started as a small idea in one school to now a nationwide nonprofit in 7 cities serving 25,000 families each week so that all children can be nourished and healthy. Well, I have come a long way from my 10-year-old self in India who was unsure and fearful of the future. And I have a long way to go. However, if I had a chance to go back to my 10-year-old self, I would say, don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something. That's just not true. In fact, you can do it all. Surround yourself with the right people. People who will be your cheerleaders whether you rise or fall. Failure is just another word for growth. If you don't try, you will never know. And last but not least, find an organization like Girls Inc. with strong, bold women that will provide you with the empowerment you need so you don't just survive, but thrive. Thank you very much.
I wish I understood what it is like to be a black girl, to know myself like a dictionary definition, to see something wrong with the world and position yourself in a warrior stance. Hand on hip, leg cocked, head tilted, acrylics pointed, ready to clap back, snap in a Z formation, increase my volume for dramatic effect, and even then, I pose no real threat. The art of literacy is not aggressive, my whiplash tongue hurt is passive, for never using my racist dialect, as my white teacher put it. Never leaving your cultural imprint, surrender is not the way of a woman of color. I raise my fist to protest only to be met with the shaking of hands, gifted opportunity after opportunity for not a step outside my mark. General Boomer eyes me in disgust, rejects my questioning is enough to realize he's lost my trust, as if I could choose to shed the skin before joining enemy lines. Do you know what it's like to be at war with yourself, to want to strangle your tongue? Would you believe me if I told you the closest I've ever felt to my own race was mispronouncing my own name? Madison was easier to learn. Its origin, a slave master, how I've been taught to say, founding father. A Google search of my surname, Petaway. Did you mean Pearson? No Peter, no Perry, no Pettis. Did you mean Petway Plantation? Images, did you know they were black like you? Maps, did you know they were from Alabama? Did you know they moved to North Carolina? Did you forget you have family members in both of those locations? Did you know there are subreddits of people looking for people with the surname Petway because white doctors didn't have the decency to spell our name correctly? There are no dictionaries for names without origins. This is my birthright. It is not broken, not worn, so I wear it. I heard to be black is synonymous with beauty, with magic, but I feel anything but. A throat that spits flames seems more just than spitting poems. I heard to be black is to bring what you can to the fight, while in a warrior stance. Hand on hip, pat and weave, pick and throw, jaw loose is to be a black girl.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Madison, for sharing your original poem with us today. We're going to continue to see great things from these young women. Carmen, your enthusiasm, by the way, is infectious, and congratulations to Drs. Wooten and Sharma. To all of our honorees, we are so pleased to recognize these women as role models in Houston. Thank you all for the good work you are putting out into the world. While we are close to wrapping it up, there is still time to add your contribution for girls in our community by clicking the donate button. Please do so. We need every single donation. Every dollar makes a difference. Where do we stand right now? I think we should check the thermometer,
Yes,
Triopia,
let's
don't
check.
you? $264,000 in donations. Remember our goal, $300,000, so keep it up. If you haven't made that donation yet, you're too busy enjoying the cocktails, sit it down, go ahead and make that donation. If you missed the opportunity to give during our live program, no need to worry. There's still time to make a donation to help us reach our goal. Or if you'd like more information on upcoming camps and programs, it's simple. Just click the donate button or the buttons located below this video window for more information on Girls Inc. Houston programs. Now, before we go, let's all virtually raise a glass and give a collective toast to the incredible work by Girls Inc. of Greater Houston. Cheers. Cheers.
And I want to remind you guys that the photo booth is still open. If you haven't had a chance to donate, it's not too late. Cheers.
Don't forget to donate.
That was awesome. Oh my God, we had so much fun. But wait, it's not over yet. Everybody, come on.
All the shorties in the club, let me see you just back it up, drop it down. Let me see you just get low, scrub the ground. Let me see you just push it up, let me see you just
wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now, yeah, yeah.
Hey, big girl, make a bag it up, make a bag it up. Hey, big girl, make a bag it up. Make a bag it up. Hey, big girl, make a bag it up. Make a bag it up. Hey, big girl, make a bag it up. Make a bag it up. Bag it up.
I got them shaking they booties like congos, man. I'm shaking the city like quake, yeah. The haters blue in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm breaking the cake, so let's bake, yeah.
It's a blessing to see people with their heads up to the sky still. Cause honestly, for the same people, life can be so real. I'm amazed by all your strength, I am. And I'm grateful you come through. So I take this time to stop a moment and show my gratitude for you. I put my lighter in the air for you. I see what you're doing, yeah, I see what you go through. Put my lighter in the air, the truth is you're beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now put your lighter in the air for us. Everybody singing together, sing a new song. Put your lighter